Hello and welcome. Today I thought I'd do some more harvesting. Can you believe it's September now and we've still got tomatoes, we've still got peppers, we've still got everything. Yes, it's slowed down, but oh my goodness, isn't it doing well? So come and have a look with me. So I'm starting off with my tomato harvest. As you can see, I've pretty much got a basket already. The tomatoes have actually slowed down a little bit due to the weather being the days getting shorter, etc. It is now in autumn. We've had the equinox, so things have slowed down somewhat. I'm still getting about 2 baskets of tomatoes off of this allotment, only in tomatoes. So I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, but remember in the summer we were getting like 2 baskets every other day. So they are slightly slowing down and ripening later. I'm getting quite a lot of cherry tomatoes, but obviously the larger tomatoes will take longer to ripen up, so it will be like every other time I get large tomatoes when I go down there. I'm trying to be considerate of my partner. His pet peeve is baskets of fruit and vegetables on the side at home, so I am going to be cooking all of these the next day from here. This is a Saturday, so I cook them all on a Sunday, and because he doesn't like them being on the side, I'm going to make them into tomato sauce. I do eat quite a lot of them fresh, but I do find myself not always finishing them in a day or two. Do you see the size of this one? It's huge. If you do have any recipes for tomatoes, please let me know. I'm also making big batches of eggplant and blending them up and freezing them in little muffin sort of tray sizes. I'm really going to be enjoying that for the winter because I like to put eggplant in stuff, but I don't eat a lot of it, so about the size of a muffin is way enough for me to add into soups and stews and things like that. So I do give a load of tomatoes away to people at work and friends and family. People are always very, very happy to receive peppers and tomatoes. The cherry peppers that I'm going to be picking here, the hot peppers, I've already strung up and dried. I did that on the day after this, which is a Sunday. I'm very excited about having dried chilies. Dried chilies are really important for me because I eat a lot of them throughout the year. We have a lot of sweet chili sauce, which requires chilies, and we also have a lot of chili flakes, and we eat a lot of curry and chilies. So it's going to be really great to have that on hand. Look at the size of that! It's huge. Look at it. It's probably the biggest one that I've grown. It's huge, and this one's not bad either. The rain is making these huge. I have to say that these plants are really, really feeling the benefit from all of the rain we're having. Although the rain is causing the tomatoes to split and the peppers to cork, it is really benefiting them as well. Like I said, some of them are splitting, but the vast majority are absolutely perfect. So I am making sure that I'm picking out the ones that I have or discarding the ones that I cannot use. The birds are always very excited to have any form of broken tomato, or throwing them in the compost and letting them be turned into compost is another really fantastic idea for split tomatoes. Now, sometimes you can cut the piece that's split out, but I do find this time of year, by the time I've found them, they have started to mould, so I'm a little bit wary of that. And this is the first kind of semi-big harvest I've had from the greenhouse this year. Got quite a few tomatoes coming in now, thick and fast. It is rather exciting because this is how I'm going to be extending my season, because soon the ones outside are going to be done. They've been giving lots of tomatoes throughout the season, and these ones have just begun, so they're taking over from the tomatoes. I always think it's really interesting when I watch farming videos that they have successions of tomatoes, and that's something that I don't really see in the actual gardening world. So I thought I'd give it a try this year. However, when I was doing this, I was thinking to myself, it was really strange because I had the seedlings in pots in the greenhouse, and I thought to myself, oh, you're too small to plant out. Well, I'm planting them out in the greenhouse. So eventually I did put them in, and I did think to myself, how silly. But it does take a little while for you to get out of that mindset. As you can see, the pepper plants are breaking off a little bit when you're picking them. It's just because they're getting a little bit old. Once again, I'm not sure whether I'm going to pull these out and save them or just pull them out and get rid of them. I want to be deciding that over the next few weeks, trying to see how much room I have to store these over winter. I might take them to work with me. It's all very exciting, and if I do, I'll show you how I'm going to be doing that. It's a very simple process to save pepper plants, but I have already collected the seeds from a lot of these peppers so that I'm not going to be missing out on any pepper plants next year. So just in case you were wondering, the reason why I might do this is because it actually gives you peppers a little bit earlier next year. So this is Jasmine's little area. She picked some cherry and plum tomatoes to put in her little area, and they're doing really well, like incredibly well. They're super healthy and they are producing a lot of tomatoes. I think I got the vast majority of a crate of tomatoes from this area alone. It is amazing how much that one area can give, and I do think that her tomatoes are giving the most amount of tomatoes at the moment on the allotment, which is very cool. As you can see, enjoying a lot of the tomatoes as I'm picking them. I do eat a lot of these tomatoes whilst I'm at the allotment on the basis that I love tomatoes. I am picking some tomatoes that are split. I'm just basically removing them from the plant because they're still going to be taking energy from that plant. Some of them that have just split because it's raining all the time now in the UK, I'm just going to go ahead and eat on the basis that, well, waste what not, want not. I don't like putting them into the baskets because, like I said, I'm going to process these the next day and they do tend to kind of mould up. So I try to keep the tomatoes in as good quality as possible. If they are split and healed over, that doesn't matter because, like I said, I'm going to use these for canning. Some of them are going to be for fresh eating. I always have a bowl of cherry tomatoes at home that Jasmine can snack on and I can snack on throughout the day because it stops you reaching for chocolates and things like that. Now we've got the old top is a basket. You can see the basket's right next to me, so it's not really an excuse, but it is so handy to do that. Now, I didn't think that was a bad amount considering that it is September. We do have a frost coming in a few weeks, but the weather gets really wet and foggy. This is the squash that I've actually got from the allotment today, but I didn't film because I was helped out by an allotment friend. Good harvest today. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Bye bye.